Good morning. Today we are going to the first cross-country schooling of the season, which I am super excited for. But I've decided I'm going to try and record. I am going to post a vlog. So here we are. Ignore how I look. I have literally just woken up. Now I've gotten ready and I don't look like a drowned rat that's just crawled out of a cave, which is a good thing. Right, just got into the farm. Everybody's in, as you can see. Everybody's in their breakfast. We left them out without rugs last night, so Fatty's a bit of a state. Obviously, we aren't competing or anything, so we don't need to get him spotless. It's just a case of, is he comfortable, make sure there's no dirt under where any of the tack goes, and just get most of the dust off, really. But he's still going to be stained. I mean, look at that. That's after being brushed, by the way, with water as well. Stains will be stains. We loaded him up and I was actually super happy with him because normally it takes us 5 minutes because he's an awful loader, but he got on straight away just like that. And honestly, I was like super duper proud. Bless his heart. Right, we've just got here. Max is a bit wired. He's just jumped off the trailer. Look at his face. He's super guilty. Nearly broke his neck, but I have just realised as well, I haven't got my strong bit. All I've got is a snaffle. We're not expecting much today because obviously it's the first cross-country school of the season, so we haven't got high hopes, but we'll try our best and hopefully we'll get over some of the bigger jumps. Hi. He's on one. He's also filthy. Turns out brushing in a dirty stable will not get the best results, but no one's around. Everyone's at fun riding. We should be good, hopefully, maybe. Fingers crossed. We've got a lovely new hat for the season, brand new as well, just for today. I know. I lost my other one. I don't know how you lose a hat, but it happens apparently. So, new helmet. I do look a bit bald, but you know what? It happens. So. After tacking up, we got right to it. After walking for 5 minutes, obviously, can't just get straight into it. He was absolutely dying. My fears were confirmed. I was so worried that we'd end up going through a jump. So we tried our best to get him doing transitions and walked canters, but he just wasn't picking up. Until we just kept doing it over and over again. That's when he decided, oh, we're on a cross-country field. So I decided, you know what, let's just start jumping now before he dies. On our first jump, I was starting to get a bit worried because, oh my god, he was so slow and he just wasn't picking his legs up. We were not riding right together and I was starting to stress. We did jump the first jump one more time, but it was absolutely horrendous. My mum said, you know what, just get straight into it and jump like a row of jumps. She told me to go over a 85 to 90 double and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I did in fact accidentally throw in that train jump. But you know what? He got a lovely line to that one, even though I effed up the striding. And then he jumped the other one beautifully. And I was so happy he was starting to pick up in speed. Before trying to sort our issue with the water, we decided to go over the train jump, which I was absolutely terrified of. As you can see here, I completely fumbled the striding and I was swearing. But obviously, you have to leave on a good note, especially with the jumps. So we went all the way back around. We did a little row, obviously, as you should, because he was completely so much more upgoing and upbeat in a course of jumps. Obviously, here, I don't do skinnies, and apparently he doesn't either, so he ran out. I did not bother, but he was absolutely perfect over that, and I'm so proud of him. We went straight down to the water after trying the train, and in our championship last September, he decided he was going to run out of the water twice, which I had no clue why, because he's always been an angel with water. As you can see here, he went out absolutely perfectly, didn't do a step wrong, even popped the the boat afterwards, little saint. But you know, then for some reason I carried on. Don't know why. I was feeling a bit of energy and he once again jumped it perfectly, bless his saint heart. Our next decision was to go into the second field and have a plod around so we didn't have to go all the way back down. But you can't go into the second field without going into the second water, so obviously I just threw him at that and bless his heart, he was an angel. I got thrown around a bit. We firstly did the first row of jumps, obviously. This was the barrel jump, which I've never liked. It's always been the jump I've hesitated at. Then into this weird like, I don't even know what it's called, podium maybe. I chipped in a bit. He rode it beautifully. Can't say the same thing for me, but that's the story of my life. I came around and continued to the rock bench. I don't know what that is, and you know what? I rode it nicely. So we then came around after immediately, obviously making my mum run, to the dog, to the brush. I was so excited for the brush, but I just kept fumbling the strides. Believe it or not, that was the best jump I did though. Before leaving back into the first field, I decided to do the line for the first jump to the second jump in what would be in the competition. I was a bit annoyed with him actually because he ran out. He doesn't run out. So, but you know what? They're not machines. So I just circled and we tried again and he did it perfect. I really hope he doesn't do that in the competition though, because I will be fuming. He did hesitate a bit in here and I got a bit lost, but I was like, oh, there she is next to the other brush, and he was going for it. I don't know why she keeps zooming out, but his little bow and his little face are adorable, and he pops that perfect stride, and I don't look like silly. So, you know what? It was a win-win. He was starting to get a tad tired, so I decided to do the 2 jumps I wanted to do and perfect before I had to do what my mum told me to do. You know what? He is an amazing little saint, and he did that perfectly, bless him. Here is where I almost drowned. I did not appreciate the dirty brown water that consumed my face, but I then had to continue and do the big blinking buck jump I was ever so terrified of, and that he wouldn't even walk past. But you know what? He keeps proving me that I'm just overthinking everything because he just doesn't look, and it's getting a bit embarrassing. I did have to try it again though because that first attempt was pathetic. We went over the little, well it isn't much little, but it did take a stride out. I thought it'd be a bit better this time because I could see the stride, but nope, I still effed that up ever so badly. Poor boy, he was saving my arse so much, bless his heart. I was hoping I'd get a better jump for the buck. And you know what? I rode it quite well. I held him together. I also kicked, and he rode it beautifully. Me not so much, but I held him together, guys. For our last jump of the day, we decided to the line that I was shitting myself at, and that would be the pipes. I was so happy with him that he didn't run out on this skinny pipe. I did mess up the stride a bit, but he was an angel. He fixed it for me. Same with that one. He took stride out, and I looked a bit silly, but that was it. We were done for the day. We packed up, untacked, washed him down, and we went home. This is his little pretty face in the trailer. When we got home to the farm, I had to kick this little colt out of Max's stable, and his massager went straight on. He was so happy. He finally got to get a massage, and he was a little sweet face. He was so confused because he's only actually had it on once. Maverick was trying to eat me because he hadn't been out all day, and he was, oh my God, he's got so much energy. I did have to chase Maverick around the field, but while the boys ate their tea because they are fatties and they need food, I chucked Cassie, Jinx and Prada out into the field so I wouldn't have to do that later. It's better to turn them out now than later, and also that means I wouldn't have to feed them. He's Maxie enjoying his feed. He'd actually already finished, but Idris was hoovering up, which I didn't really appreciate, but that's Idris. Obviously, I made sure they were all comfy and clean for the night. I chucked them all out. They were all spread around our field for God knows whatever. Jinx saw me and started trotting up, so I had to leave. But after that, we literally just went home, and I was so happy with how well my boy went today. I am so proud of him, and I can't wait for this event season. And if you've gotten this far, thank you so much for watching.